When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes. The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Aggies offense will take the first swing of the game. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Pulls and fires complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Texas A&M going up tempo.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get us
picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
All right, good news, the game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So, you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Ali. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
That's the one danger defensively when you want to play zone coverage, because you leave a lot of windows and pockets out on the field. And if the offensive quarterback find one, they could hurt you. And you saw it right there on the crossing.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Looking for the score. Almost intercepted in the end zone, and what a red zone stop that would have been. It'll be 4th down.
3rd and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
Quarterback will keep it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on 4th down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The corners are walked up tight. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Breaks into the open. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. Texas A&M going quickly.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Aggies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Just keep slinging it. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
That's just a better job by the defender. He knew he was going to get challenged in this game. He knew these receivers had speed and they were going to test him. Nice job by that DB knocking it away.
He leaves it with his back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got a little space. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. That's caught. It's Roy. He was able to pick up a few, but not quite enough for the 1st down. It'll be 4th down at the 41.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Wants to throw on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. That type of pressure on the quarterback, that's vintage Ohio State, right in keeping with the legacy that's been established by the Buckeye D.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. You own that legacy with all those guys you see performing at a high level in the NFL. Man, you see that, you want to go get it, recruiting guys to fit those profiles. That's why Ohio State always has a good defensive line.
Texas A&M going up tempo. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth down.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Picks up the first down, still moving. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. Now from the 40, it's first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got a man, it's Ali. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they did.
He's looking deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And they'll just down it right there.
Really nice job there by the punter on that one, getting a lot of hang time and allowing the Gunners to get down the field so they could play it off the bounce, down it. Nice coffin corner kick.
Handoff to the lone back. Tried to get him a little breathing room, and they're still suffocating in their own end. They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore, right? They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting your back downhill, not going backwards.
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football. Back in your own end, the defense is expecting you to do it, and that's why they're loading the box. This is a great opportunity to take a shot down the sideline to your best wide receiver in a one-on-one situation.
Runs through the tackle, and they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He'll try to really get into this one. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And the returner will be brought down. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Conrad.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Got his man to the left. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. No, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. Ready to fire from the pistol. Quarterback making checks. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. He's going to run it. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing...
He lost one down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be... And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Callaway. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Callaway. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Texas A&M going quickly. It's been a rough start for these guys, and you look down the schedule in the Big 12, there aren't many soft landing spots.
Well, no doubt about it. This team has had some bad breaks early this year in Big 12 play, but they've got to make good things happen, David. They've got to do a better job of executing offensively, defensively, and on special teams, and it's got to start today.
Yeah, finding a way to make the...
He uncorks one deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a... He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Caught near the sticks. It's Ali. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. The Buckeyes will have it first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Sets up the screen. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Now the play fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
Another incompletion on third down. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Texas A&M going up tempo. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. With the catch, it's Williams. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And this defense doing what it does best. Get after the quarterback. That's their third of the day. They're number one in the nation at getting the quarterback on the ground. That's why they've had such a successful unit.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. To the air on second down. Quick completion on the out. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
Now facing a third and long. Lets it fly. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. The huge explosive play put him right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, with this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line, finding creases.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Man, that's frustrating as a defense because you got to stop the run. There's a good chance they're running the football here in this situation, trying to punch it in the end zone. You're trying to go to the half with a little bit of momentum. This defense just couldn't make the play to get off the field.
Bringing it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. He'll pull it down. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Finds a man in the middle. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Touchdown, Ohio State. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The give to the lone running back. There he goes. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Quick completion on the out route. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in College Station for a fun first half than you? And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Kyle Field.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Trying to set the tone with the run. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Might be changing the route. They'll try to get outside. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. Looking down the middle. He's got it. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
That's a great job getting the first down by that guy. He's a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny, you think about Ohio State football. Back in the day, Woody Hayes running the ball 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But recently, they've been recruiting playmakers at the receiving position because this offense has changed. It's now up-tempo. They're now throwing the ball vertical.
Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Buckeyes! That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Aggies moving quickly to the line. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yep. It's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
He's got an open man. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Looking to throw on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. And that one's going to get Reveille howling a happy tune.
Reveille, the 12th man, all the swaying, the traditions when you go to an A&M game. These fans love their team, and they love playmakers that make big plays down the field.
And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He's snuffed out behind the line again, went right back to the well and got the same bad result. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab on the left. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Rice came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Houston had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. All that speculation all week, and now we know But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes waiting, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
He'll try to pop the draw. Gets it past the marker. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Got his man downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them. They've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives.
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't full. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Going for it all. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. Oh, the attempt is no good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Grab near the marker. It's Callaway. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Texas A&M going quickly.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel, gets nailed, but is able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Gives it to the back on the draw. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Aggies have this off. Rolling.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. A&M comes back out with another first down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Stopped at the 13-yard line. The return after the interception has it. Business.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. They'll always remember.
Turning it on. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives them some breathing room.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Trying play action. Fires to the big fella. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing. You're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical third down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
Just keeps moving. Across the 25, he's got room. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. They lost ground on first down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Using his feet. Good, solid tackle. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. Goal line defense, and he gets nothing as he stopped right at the 2. The Aggies are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Texas A&M going up tempo.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Finds the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for the big play. And here's the third interception of the night. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Ohio State. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Out of the gun to give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Stands in and takes the hit. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got him. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Texas A&M going quickly. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. Connection to the right. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Lets it fly. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Aggies.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Jacksonville State overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from home, these Gamecocks gotta be thrilled. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy